Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you for finding some time in your hopefully enjoyable weekend to join me for more Mortal Kombat 1 news, information. The game is less than a week away, and it seems like there is just so much to cover about this game every single day. We are experiencing new and new information. So in today's live stream, we are going to be taking a look at some official information that has come from the official promotional sources from Twitter, TikTok apparently as well. And we're going to be taking a look at some leaks and spoilers. I will be pushing boundaries here because WB Games has decided to copyright strike people who are sharing leaks and spoilers, which is very terrifying. I am going into this with maybe potentially my channel getting a copyright strike because I'm choosing to talk about information which honestly NRS and WB Games should have provided upfront much earlier in the promotional life cycle for Mortal Kombat 1. A lot of the information that we've seen from Mortal Kombat 1 as a whole has only been released within the last 2 or 3 weeks. Rather, this information should have been provided like back in May because they didn't just think up of this stuff last week. They knew about this stuff months in advance, so why is their promotion schedule just so wonky? Like, for me, personally, I feel like Dave Bautista trailer, Megan Fox trailer, Jean-Claude Van Damme trailer, these should have come way earlier. Back in May, back at Gamescom, right? Like, what better way to show up another game is with your star power cast voicing the characters and promoting your game. So, anyways, so I think like the first place that we have to start with, and I guess this is like warning lesson, Aesop's fables about what you should and shouldn't do on YouTube, and I guess in general. I have been typically against using spoilers and leaks and things like that specifically in my videos and my live streams because for one, I don't really want to get spoiled. B, I don't agree with the mindset of a leaker. Like, why risk your job for a little bit of clout on Reddit? Of all places. Like, why on Reddit? So, I typically keep my guys, have you been watching? Leave a like. My videos need likes. Likes really help. But yes, if you've been watching my previous videos, you know that we typically keep restricted to the official Twitter, the official YouTube trailers, because there is something very important here that WB Games has allowed people in general to do. There is a Creative Commons attribution license reuse allowed on all of these trailers, which means for YouTube purposes, for sharing purposes, you can talk about these trailers, you can show these trailers, reuse them. It's a wonderful license. I am quite familiar with it because I have been copyright claimed, not striked, copyright claimed by other content creators trying to say that, like, oh, me talking over the trailer is their video. So I've had to, like, fight TNT Chili, a Chili Sports Network. I had to fight some other YouTuber, TikToker, I don't know. I don't even remember his name. All I know is that I fought and I won. But a channel that you may be familiar with, I kind of hope that you're familiar with. I know of him, Mr. Alucard. I don't watch his videos religiously because he is a leaks channel. He even puts it in his name. I'm pretty sure he was titled a couple of days ago Mortal Kombat 1 channel leaks. You can see, like, here, his, like, call card on YouTube is Mortal Kombat 1 channel, but I'm pretty sure a couple of days ago this said leaks. But he had a wealth of information about Mortal Kombat 1, which I think is sort of doing God's work in informing the consumer about what it is that you're purchasing. Like me, myself, I paid $350, $370 after taxes for the collector's edition. I want to know what the hell I'm spending hundreds of dollars on, right? I really want to know. So I didn't watch his videos. Typically, you know, you could glean the information of what's happening from the thumbnail, from the title. You'll be able to figure it out. Then you don't have to get totally spoiled. You'll just have an idea of what's happening. That's at least what I did for myself. But today, 5 hours ago, he posts on his community tab, Warner Brothers copyright strike my videos, I'm about to lose my channel. And then you can see here in the picture, we have received a copyright removal request for your video, Mortal Kombat Natara vs. Ashra, by Warner Brothers Discovery. LOL. It's WB Games. They are fully going after people on YouTube. Jean-Claude Van Damme revealed. Heck, he got officially revealed. What's wrong with making a video about the reveal? This is so surprising. And mind you, going back, I didn't see that video, so I don't know what to say about it. But here, there's a Creative Commons attribution license. So on one hand, WB Games is giving people licenses to reuse the content from within the trailer, right? But then here, this guy is getting a copyright strike. Copyright strike. What's markscan.in? Isn't that India? Let's do a little research. I didn't see that before. Forbidden. What? What do you mean I'm forbidden from seeing? Because, you know, like, some people issue false copyright strikes pretending to be other people. So I would really love to know who Mark Scan Enforcement is. Oh, apparently it's a thing. It's a thing. Yes, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how legitimate these copyright strikes are, but it seems like WB is doing it. How could they impersonate Warner Brothers Discovery Inc.? So this is probably like a third party that they're relying on to just like scan the internet and take down stuff. But this is so surprising. Jean-Claude Van Damme new intros also taken down. So this is a copyright strike for 3 individual videos? Wow. That's like so shocking. So shocking. And I mean, like, this is stuff that's been like revealed at this point from the Jean-Claude Van Damme trailer. You know, there's intros here. So why would they do that? I find it so questionable. All of this is very questionable. But then, you know, Mr. Alucard is saying on top of it, I'm about to lose my channel. Well, sir, you only have one copyright strike. Copyright strikes on YouTube, they work like this. You get one, it will expire from your account in 90 days. You get 2, you're not allowed to upload videos for a week. You get 3, your channel gets taken down. So his channel isn't taken down, or like at least significant risk. But Mr. Alucard has, in response to this copyright strike, he's privated and slashed deleted 10 months of his videos, which is surprising. I mean, like, I myself watched one the other day, which is why I have the URL for this one. This one was about Natara. Yes, the Natara with, like, the head mark symbol on her third eye. Do you remember that picture? Yes. I'm not going to show the picture. I'll push boundaries, but not that far. But it says here, video unavailable. This video is private. Word of advice to Mr. Alucard. If this is a real video, if this is a real copyright strike, complaining about your videos, even though it's privated, it's still available on YouTube, available for reviewers to make a decision on whether or not there's a copyright strike. So there is still risk with keeping the video private. I can see, like, he does not want to delete it. I think the safest route would be going to delete it, but very, very perplexing. Because, you know, if this copyright strike is very factual, it seems like it is. It seems like Mark Scan is taking down lots of people. The thing that, like, freaks me out is that it's .in. Like, .in is India, right? Are they from India? Are they India-based scammers? Like, I'm confused. Hindi updates. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. I mean, some of these questions. Who is Mark Scan Enforcement? He is copyright in my account given. What does that even mean? No, I guess if it's from India, it would be .co.in. I don't know. Hotstar. It seems kind of official. You know, I'm so sorry. My heart bleeds for Mr. Alucard that he's in this situation, because that's just not fair. Really not fair, especially within the timeline of the game is going to be released within a week. So if WB is, like, issuing this, it just seems really petty. Really petty, but you know what? I'm pretty sure Mr. Alucard is not the only one experiencing copyright takedowns, because there have been a number of leaks that appeared, but then got removed. It seems like the copyright strikes from WB is, like, a real thing. And so I feel for him, because he's been doing this for, like, way longer than I have. I've been around, but not around as long as him. So I feel for him. I just don't think it's fair. But here you can definitely see, like, some people are noticing that this is going on. I feel bad for him. Been happening all over Twitter as well. Stay strong, says the Thinny. So yeah, it's been happening on Twitter as well. I don't follow all of the Twitter. I don't follow all of the YouTube. I only know of Mr. Alucard because of his thumbnails and titles were just suitable enough that I didn't even have to click on the video. So I appreciated that. Wow, WB be dirty. It's just not fair. I don't know what you think. So let's see what you guys are saying. What's your whole response to this situation? I think it's, like, terrible. Okay, Brian. Hey, Dave. How are you doing today? Enjoy your weekend. Your friend Brian. OMG. Thank you, Brian. Can't wait to play MK1. I agree. Street Combat, copyright strike. Yes, 5 more days until early access. Also true. Yeah, the copyright strike is, like, not cool. TNT Chili Sports sounds like a lame. Yes, they are like a lame, J4. Dart Monkey, hi. Origami, they are doing it to eliminate their competition. You keep up the good work. Aw, thank you, Origami. That's really appreciated. But yeah, like, like, I just think it's absolutely terrible if WB is issuing copyrights to their fans. Like, this isn't just like people just trying to get rich quick. Clearly, like, you'll see Mr. Alucard has been talking about this for so long. I could only imagine myself in this situation, right? Which is why I feel for him. He's been here 3 years longer than I. Wow. Poor guy. So yeah, like, clearly he's a fan of the channel, or a fan of the Mortal Kombat. Why do this? Why do this to your fan base? It seems really insensitive. Mr. Alucard posted that about the copyright. Yes, what does it mean? I feel bad since he is such a good leaker. LOL. You know what? I think, like, whenever talking about, like, actual legitimate leaks, like, these are very risky in nature. And I think also, like, this also kind of comes back on Mr. Alucard. I've said that he's been here for 3 years longer than I. I think by that time you should be familiar enough with the copyright system, how copyright strikes, copyright claims work. Like, he must have known that what he was doing was somewhat questionable. But on the other hand, I don't think that's, like, right for WB Games to be a dick less than a week before the game is just actually released and all of Alucard's videos become obsolete. It just seems really petty. Really, really petty. The Thinny also got hit as well. Oh, okay. I was not aware. I'm not on the Twitter. I don't know what these people are doing. Samsa, I honestly cannot wait to get my hands on my copy. I'm so happy to play it for a day, then forget that I have it. Not that you're going to play it for a day and forget that you have it. Come on, Samsa. Yes, I'm really quite excited for MK1, and I will play it for longer than a day. I played MK11 10,000 hours, 10,500. So I'm really, like, looking forwards to collecting all this stuff. All this stuff. Basil, bro, the battle is so tough for what I get for my birthday. It's between Jedi Survivor, if I don't have that before my birthday, the PC port of God of War Ragnarok, or MK1. Get MK1. MK1 cool. Australia liked. Oh my god, thank you, my sister. Yes, please do leave a like. It really, really helps out. Okay, so, that being said, there's a lot of, like, fears about leaks and copyright strikes. But I do have a number of leaks here for Mortal Kombat 1. So the next part is going to be kind of spoilery, because this is not coming from official Mortal Kombat promotional strategies. This is from, like, Reddit, the internet. I was very curious to know what was going on. So I've got this thing here on the Reddit. It says here the stories for the chapters. OMG. So, like, I don't know, like, I'm really interested to, like, see the breakdown of this. I'm pretty sure there was 12 chapters in MK11. Here we're getting it slightly longer with 14 chapters. I don't really think there's much of a difference between this and the MK11 story. Also, I like that this person has put here each of the opponents that you're fighting. So it seems very much like for most of the chapters, it's 4 fights sandwiched between 5 cutscenes. God damn it. I'm really not looking forward to the story mode as much as other things in the game, because the story mode is basically the same story structure that they've been using for more than a decade. I really wanted something akin to World Tour from Street Fighter 6, where you could fully explore the realms. But unfortunately, no, we have this. So we know about Chapter 1, Kung Lao. We saw this from IGN and GameSpot. Those are not leaks, because those were official branded marketing cross promotion from MK1. Chapter 2 is about Johnny. Fight an NPC with Natara's moveset, an NPC with Havoc's moveset. Okay, I hope they actually give these NPCs names. It makes me question, why would a random have a certain person's moveset? Like, I'm thinking like in Street Fighter 6, there are just like NPCs with like Luke's moveset or Manon's moveset, but those are explained in the game as being disciples of, let's say, Luke or Manon as a master. But here, NPC is like Natara infecting people and turning them into vampires. Is Havoc spreading his chaos also infecting people? It seems I'm interested, very interested about this. All right, so we move on here to Chapter 3, Raiden, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Kung Lao, Li Mei, Reiko, Katana, General Shao. What is this? What is this chapter about? Oh, this is the tournament. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? You have to fight 7 people if you are doing Mortal Kombat 1 in the tower. So, yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah. So it seems Chapter 3 is all about the tournament where he first fights Johnny, and it culminates in him fighting Reiko, Katana, and General Shao. And just based on the ordering of the fights, it seems like he has to fight other Earthrealmers before he then fights Li Mei, Reiko, Katana, General Shao. So maybe at the beginning of the story, General Shao and Li Mei are somewhat on the same team, or maybe Li Mei has already crossed over and is helping the Earthrealmers. But Reiko, Katana, Shao, this ordering makes me feel like Katana's going to be on the wrong side initially. Especially if she's allied with General Shao. Because doesn't General Shao and Sindel, they seemed pretty angry at each other in the Rulers of Outworld trailer. But that could also be like sexual tension manifesting itself as anger, perhaps. Okay, then we get a chapter about Kenshi where he fights Baraka, Rain, Tanya, Molina. Oh, so this seems really cool. I mean, how are they going to introduce Baraka into the story? For me, I feel like Baraka is like his telling of people getting Tarkat. That is definitely going to be an interesting chapter. So we get it in Chapter 5, not in Chapter 4. So how do we see Baraka before as a jobber? Before we get introduced to him, like where the Raiden and Liu Kang and friends, they go and they attack Baraka and take a blood sample from the back of his neck. Do you remember that? That was I think it was the Gotti trailer. Oh, these trailers.
He could have helped. He would have done so by now.
See? Why are they so mean to Baraka? So I'm very interested to know more about Baraka. Look, they're injecting him, taking samples. Like, don't experiment on Baraka. I can't ethically agree with that, so I feel for him. So yeah, I'm interested to know about how Baraka fits into the story, especially here in this fight with Kenshi. Kenshi's so cool. He does look cool. I think he's got probably one of the better outfits in this game. I can't get over it. Most of the outfits in this game are ugly, at least the base game outfits. But this looks good. Kenshi looks good. I'm excited to see him. Okay, wow. Okay, so Kenshi, Baraka, Ashra versus Natara, Havoc, Quan Chi, Ermac. So it seems like she starts off in Outworld and she has to fight Outworldians, but I hate that Quan Chi and Ermac are going to be in the game before we can actually play with them. It's day one DLC. I called it. I looked at that Kombat Pack trailer and I said, you know what? These things are probably all ready to go. Can't they just be in the game from day one? Question mark. Yeah, it seems like from day one, Quan Chi and Ermac are going to be existing things within the game, but it's time gated because NRS doesn't want you to play with it. It only happens on their effing schedule. That's an insult. That is a total insult. Wow. I can't believe that. Chapter 6. Quan Chi Ermac. It's the same kind of bullshit that you get with Chapter 4 of MK11. You can fight against Sector and Cyrax, but you can't play with them. It's on-disc DLC. And what's even more criminal is the fact that they just don't allow you to play with it unless you're on the PC and using a mod. Ugh, this is... I can't. I can't with this. This is so stupid. Okay, anyways. Chapter 7, Reptile, Li Mei, Katana, Tanya, General Shao. So is like Tanya, Katana, Li Mei, General Shao, are they on the same side? I thought Li Mei was going to be helping the Earthrealmers, but I guess not. Because, you know, like, in the, once again, the Umgadi trailer, it seems like she's with, like, Liu Kang. Yes, she is. She is with Liu Kang. So, I guess at some point later in the story, Li Mei will switch sides. So that means here in the tournament, Li Mei, Reiko, Katana, and General Shao will be together on the same side. Well, I like, you know, that they're going to be having some sort of progression in character development. It seems with Li Mei specifically, because she starts out, her and Katana, because they start out, you know, allied with Outworld, and eventually they switch over, or maybe they're just all friends. Who the hell knows? Who knows? Okay, Chapter 8, Sub-Zero. Oh my god, not this again. Wait, so Shang Tsung is DLC. Only get him if you pre-order. But you can fight him in the game? In the story? Could you fight Shao Kahn in the MK11 story? Perhaps you could. But equally, that's disgusting. Why don't they just include this as part of the base roster? Because obviously all of these characters were well prepared to be there in the game at day one. That's ridiculous. Okay, so it seems like we're going into like a Lin Kuei adventure. We have some Outworld affairs in the Act 2. Act 1 seems to be setting up Earthrealmers. Act 2, you're setting up your Outworlders. Act 3 seems to be going into Lin Kuei. And culmination of Edenian Outworld political intrigue. Let's see here. Chapter 10, Li Mei. So hopefully we see some payoff from her fighting Reptile and her fighting Raiden in the tournament. Maybe she'll become good? Seems like this is where the cutscene that this is taken from the Umgadi trailer, that would fit in here, Chapter 10. Specifically the second fight with Tanya. LOL. You know, these trailers, they look so fanciful, but when you put it in the context of it's going to be in the story, the story is probably not going to be that great. It becomes less exciting. Less and less exciting. Reiko, Tanya, Katana, Melina. So she just has to fight all the Outworlders. Cool. So have we fought Reiko before? Is this the first fight with Reiko? It is. Oh no, he's in the tournament. So he's in the tournament in chapter 3 to be a jobber. And then he's in the later chapters to be a jobber. It seems like you're not getting a lot of Reiko until Act 3. Which is unfortunate, because I think Reiko be sexy. So it would be nice to see more Reiko, but no. Unfortunately not. Natara, Rain, General Xiao versus Sindel. So it seems like there's some sort of upheaval between Sindel and the other ruler of Outworld, I guess, in terms of military might. General Xiao and Reiko. Reiko's not a general. He's just like a lieutenant. I hope they explain the military hierarchy of General Xiao's army. That would be really interesting. Okay, Chapter 12. Melina, Ermac, Shang Tsung, Dark Raiden, Dark Sindel. Okay. Huge spoiler. Sindel becomes dark. So she's good in the beginning, but she turns back, I guess, into her MK11 true form. That's silly. Dark Raiden. Oh my god. Oh my god. They couldn't be bothered to create a new character, so they just thought, hey, for the final act of the game, we'll just have dark versions of everyone. Oh, this sounds utterly terrible. Like the idea of revenants. I wasn't a huge fan of the revenant idea, and I really hope that this is not like Revenant 2.0. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. Suddenly Shang Tsung is a force of good. Why is he a playable character? Wait, how is Shang Tsung a playable character for Chapter 13, but he's a pre-order bonus exclusive? I really think that the inclusion of Shang Tsung, Ermac, and Quan Chi in the story mode is very disgusting behavior. It's grimy. If all you can afford is the base game and all you can do is buy it on Black Friday because that's when it's on sale, or all you can do is play pay the little amount to get it, cheaply used, and you're forced to have to play these things that you cannot afford in the story mode. Like, this is vanilla story mode. This is not like Combat Pack 1 story mode to include DLC characters like Ermac, Quan Chi, Shang Tsung. I think that's terrible. I think what I am very interested to know more about is Chapter 5. 5 Tarkatan clones, Super Tarkatan. I know that there's a leak out there with the whole entire chapter. I'm not watching it. I have not seen it. But I know that there is a chapter out there. Mainly because I really feel for Baraka. I think they do him dirty in this game. It seems like Liu Kang culture in general have this
maybe they'll find a cute
aristocratic view upon the Tarkats. Like, the Tarkats are treated like second-class citizens. I don't like that. So I really wish that we could find out more about Baraka. Hopefully he's happy. All I want is for him to be happy and for someone to feed him brains or a head or something. Johnny Cage. So in this fight with Johnny Cage, NPCs, what are these? Actors? If it's Johnny Cage, maybe he's filming a movie? And so, these are, actors who are portraying, a vampire and a zombie or something? I'm not certain. I'm not certain. So, yeah, I'm really interested to know more about that. I think the biggest crime here is that Madame Bo is not one of the people you fight. Kelly Hu is wonderful, and more Kelly Hu. That's what I want. So not having her be one of the things that you can fight sounds really lame. Also, like, chapter 1 was a whole bunch of fluff filler. In fact, it seems like you have to go through a chapter with filler, some lead up here in Johnny Cage's chapter, because this is where Liu Kang will intercede with Johnny and get him to fight for Earthrealm in the tournament, which then happens in chapter 3. I think by chapter 3 I'll be genuinely interested. Contrast that with Mortal Kombat 1, or not Mortal Kombat 1, but Mortal Kombat the movie from 1995. Like, you get thrown into action so quickly. Not like you're on some effing farm. No, you see like Kano and Shang Tsung, and they're in a club, and what else do you see? I mean, like, pretty soon Johnny's, going to a boat. They're going to a tournament. Everything's happening very quickly in the movie. Here, you're just so much buildup. I'm not looking forwards to some of this story stuff, because the guy who's responsible, let me just pull up his Twitter. The guy who's responsible for MK11's story mode and the wonders of Chronica and... Oh, yeah, that's another thing. We don't see Chronica as a fightable character, but, the guy who created that time travel BS and, people don't like Evil Sindel, he created her. Dominic Giangiolo. He's the guy who directs the voice talent and creates the story for these games. So, if it's not good, I know who to blame. It's him. It's definitely him. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining along. Please leave a like. 33 of you here. Let's get 33 likes, please. Okay. MK1 no contest. LOL. I mean, if you have to save money, definitely get the cheapest option, my friend. Basil, WB are becoming Nintendo Lamau. Yeah, it's crazy. Street combat, sexual tension between Xiao and Sindel. LOL, yes. Street, I wonder how Baraka will look before he gets the disease. Yeah, they make it sound like he was human beforehand. I guess that, the only question to raise there is, what is his true form? Would be interesting if there's, a flashback or something within the cutscenes of the story mode. COVID samples. So Ermac is his slave now? Oh, no. NRS greed. Yes, Origami. There seems to be a lot of pettiness and a lot of greediness coming from WB Games and NRS. I'm really surprised. Honestly, I'm not sure if Reptile is good or bad. He did beat up Katana in story mode in his trailer, and I don't know. See, I'm pretty sure, at the beginning, we see himself, or Reptile, free. Oh, no. Oh, we have to get the Banished trailer. But yeah, he rescues Kung Lao and Johnny from the cell. Do you see this? So these are good guys, right? Johnny and Kung Lao. So Reptile helps them. So I'm pretty sure early on, Reptile becomes allied with the forces of good, along with Ashra, because we see it in the Banished trailer that Syzoth and Ashra are greeted at the Fire Temple. So this must be happening early on. I'm pretty sure based on how the tournament is lined up with Reiko, Katana, and General Shao, Katana being the penultimate fight. It definitely seems like Katana's starting off being allied with Outworld opposing Earthrealm. Yes, it seems like. J4, NR $sign indeed. OMG. I love it. He told her, you misread my intentions, just like with Xiao in MK11. They just show you, this is what you could have had, LOL. Yeah, it is a very shady technique to have those DLC characters in the vanilla story mode, because not everyone is getting the DLC. Like, that's just so mean. Basil, yeah, I know, but what if she actually said, "Are you to help?" And then he says, "No, I'm here to beat the hell out of you." I don't think General Shao is going to talk like that to Sindel in Chapter 11. Because he is a story playable character only. Oh no. Unless you bought him. Yeah, that's terrible. This is boring, honestly. You know, I really don't look forward to the story as much as other things within the game. So, and this is, for the most part, people are going to play the story one time, and that's it. Like, why would you bother playing it more than once? I played it twice because I had to get the Platinum Trophy for both PS4 and PS5. Watching it the second time, and it's not even like you're playing it. You're just watching a movie. You barely get to press buttons for the majority of gameplay, which is fabulous gameplay design, right? But, yeah, the movie, it's just... sleep-inducing. Street combat. I want it now. Yay. Yeah, me too. Basil, I hate the NRS story structure where it's just short dialogue, then fight, then an insult, then short dialogue, etc. Yeah, it is the same structure that they've been using in their own words since MK vs. DC. Get a new idea, NRS. Get a new idea, Dominic Giangiolo. You should be trying to be innovative with your story design, not just do the same thing for 10 years. I think I make my videos different all the time. Darn. Do you plan on buying it from Epic or Steam directly? Pretty sure CD keys don't discount on Black Friday. Oh no. Yeah, no, I already pre-ordered the collector's edition, so I'm already sunk into this deep. I am a huge MK fan. Yes, me too. Dave, what if Madame Bo is the lady that approached Shang Tsung in the story trailer? I love it, Basil. One can hope. Great joke, my friend. Street. When you say open combat, open world game, oh yeah, I would love an open world game, something a la Deception. That would be great, my friends. I don't really like MK11 online because it's all just mix-ups with zero skill combos. I rely on mix-ups. I think using mix-ups takes some amount of skill. Okay, MKF, I look forward to the story. If it works, don't fix it. Now Combat League back is dumb because $10 they'll hide cool stuff behind it again, thus more cheaters to deal with. Yay. Oh no, MKF. I don't know, is Combat League back for reals? I really hope that there is like a ranked PvP mode in MK1 with exclusive rewards. That made me want to play Combat League. I like Combat League. I'm pretty sure not everyone is in the same category as that, but yeah, as me, but I like it. Okay, so on the topic of more leaks, we've got here the whole entire trophy list. So many trophies. So this is coming from truetrophies.com. Very surprising this came out within the last day. So it says here, MK1 has been revealed, and it looks like the upcoming contender for best PlayStation fighting games list. What? They did not even win best upcoming PlayStation game at Gamescom. Curious. I mean, they won best Xbox, but I mean, it's Xbox. Very confusing. Okay, so it will have a pretty manageable platinum trophy to collect. Okay, so let's see what the trophies are. If you struggle day in, day out to earn the Platinum Trophy in MK11... What? The Platinum Trophy in MK11 is not hard at all. I think the hardest ones were play 50 casual matches, because there was no reward. Like, why would you play something if you're not getting anything? Casual matches in MK11 were under incentivized. They needed more incentive. And then the other hard one was play through the story. I think I eventually had to just skip the cutscenes because it was just too much. I couldn't watch them. It's too much. Surely there's a lot to do. You'll need to conquer every mode in the game, including the fairly chunky story mode. Okay, well, they know it's story. There better be an option to skip cutscenes. And the RPG-tinged invasion mode. Yeah, it's RPG light, definitely. That said, at least you won't have to achieve a ridiculous amount of online wins to take the plat. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Completionist. Complete all trophies. Become a ninja in no time. Complete the basic tutorial. Okay. Eye of the Tiger. Spend a total of 1 hour in practice. I mean, like, I like going into practice, but I think it's kind of silly that they're making you just spend an hour in practice. Let's say you don't like practice, so the only way to unlock the trophy is to just leave the game running for an hour. Don't do that. Don't burn out your PS5. Speaking as someone who's played 10,500 hours of MK11, don't just leave the game playing by itself. Or maybe if the reward is worthwhile, but your PlayStation might explode. Okay, a new timeline. What just happened? Complete the story mode. Who was that? Complete chapter 15 twice. So we don't see chapter 15 here. What is the chapter 15? So I guess, like, after chapter 14, you're going to have an extra, like, fight. I guess that will be against that question mark roster character who's going to be the 24th slot. Really expected them to have, like, big villain. Because, yeah, based here on these chapters, it doesn't sound like any of these are the main villain. Is it Kronika? Is the main villain Kronika? If it's Kronika, I'm going to be so upset. Kronika does not need to be the focus of a story. This really seems like Kronika's sequel. It seems like Kronika's sequel. Okay, Ermac, Shang Tsung, Dark Raiden, Dark Sindel. So Shang Tsung and Ermac are allied with the forces of darkness. Dark Kenshi, Dark Rain, Dark Scorpion, Dark Shao. Dark Baraka, Dark Li Mei, Dark Liu Kang, Dark... This is so dumb. How many more Revenants are they going to create? So it seems like they're being manipulated by someone that we'll see in Chapter 15. Great. Okay. Titan. Deal 10,000 damage to opponents. Okay, cool. I guess you just have to accumulate all of that damage. I guess that seems like... If it's 10,000, right? And each opponent has 1,000, it's 10 opponents. 10 opponents life bars. But then there's 2 rounds, so... 5 opponents? Beat 5 opponents. That's really silly of a trophy, I think. Beaten and broken. Spill 5,000 pints of blood. This is kind of ridiculous. In none of the games do they ever really bother to describe to non-Americans what is a pint. I don't know what a pint is. I'm Canadian. Also, they don't explain how to really spill blood in the game. So let me tell you, the best way to spill blood in MK11 is brutality in order of most to least. Brutality, fatality, mercy, fatal blow, crushing blow. Those 5 things give you more blood. So we know that there's no crushing blow. So it's going to be fatal blow. There's no mercy, so can't do that. So it's going to be fatal blow, fatalities, brutalities. So it's going to be harder to spill blood in this game. Oh, great. Fabulous. It has begun. Complete Cage Mansion tutorial. That's what I said. Invasion, when we saw from IGN and GameSpot, that was a tutorial explaining the Invasions board. And what you see from... Let's see if we can find it again. Like, I think this tutorial mode that you're seeing here for Invasions, it's very, like, it's looking good. But that's because it's the first mode, and this is going to be, like, what most people experience and then give up. A lot of people just give up really quickly. Because when you come to the second board, this Fengjian village, it looks so terrible. It looks like some 90s PC game with copy-paste trees, terrible dimensions, and weird-ass textures. It's not as comparable to what you're seeing in Johnny Cage's mansion. They're showing you the best of the best with the first one. But, like, here, where you're seeing textures of, like, it looks like a lawn and, you know, like a rock or something, and it looks like it's a miniature board, and these are like little board pieces. It looks really more convincing here. But when you come to here... Oh, let's see if we can find it. The textures are not as beautiful. Like, it doesn't seem like it's like long grain of, or long strand of grass texture. Everything's just sort of miniature. The dimensions just feel off. It looks really copy-paste, like they took like a tile of hay and just spread it in. It looks like a mobile game. It looks very mobile-y, so I'm worried for what Invasions look like beyond the Cage Mansion tutorial. I hope it's good. All I can do is hope. Okay, Kombat League. OMG, Kombat League. It's back, but do you get rewards? If they're tying rewards behind seasonal Invasion single-player content, why play Kombat League sets if you're not going to get rewards? If you're not being rewarded for your time with skins, gears, augments, components, talismans, relics, whatever, pallets, they're calling them pallets. If you're not getting all of these different things from Kombat League, why play? So there better be a reason to play. Deadly Assassin performed 20 fatalities. That's not hard. 10 different brutalities. Okay. That's just like classic uppercut with 10 different characters. Annihilation performed 10 different cameo fatalities. Used 10 different cameo fighters. Okay. Complete a classic tower with 5 different characters. It's already grindy. I will say that, like, when you look at the towers within like the actual tower UI, like, this is just a static image, and the only thing that's moving is the cloud GIF in the background. Let's see. Let's have it play. So, like, the mountains, the foliage, everything's static. The only thing that's moving is this, like, slight cloud effect. The towers look way more dynamic in MK11. Things are glowing. There's tons of particle effect. Things are moving when you swap between the towers. I don't know about that. I don't think that's the look. So I'm worried about having to grind something that looks terrible. It should look better. Okay, give a coin. Spend 10,000 coins on the shrine. So there's a shrine. How? There's no crypt. So this must be an invasions. Okay, so these are invasions related. Perhaps that's where the classic tower is getting involved as well, because classic towers exist within invasions, which is where we saw this little snippet. Yes, that comes in invasions, where you can go between the board, and sometimes you'll get sucked into a portal, or you'll get sucked into a tower. Damn these towers. Damn these towers. Okay, wow. So 5 unique test your might encounters, 5 unique encounters, 25 unique encounters. So this is what they're calling each of the nodes on the board. They're called encounters. So you have to face 25 of them. I imagine like the different variation names that they give to the opponents. You're going to have to face 25 of those. But that seems like really easy. That doesn't sound hard at all. Yeah, because like here you see Katana is a Kintao princess. So this would surely be one of those unique encounters. Okay, wow, all right. Let's go here. Let's take a look. Dethrone a king. Oh. So there's King of the Hill? Is there a King of the Hill? I hope there is. That sounds really cool. Complete mastery. So I guess that's the level up system with the cameos? Or I could be wrong, unless there's a different thing of tracking with cameo fighters in a single player experience. You see, like, at the end of a match, not only you as like Kung Lao gets XP, but you also get XP with the cameo. So maybe that's what mastery is tied to. Let's see. Ah, okay. Hopefully you can see this. It is very tiny, but there is like ranks that you can level up your cameos, so perhaps that's what mastery is related to. I'm very interested to know more about invasions because, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't realize this. There's seasonal currency? That's what the octagonal dragon symbol is? So don't tell me you don't spend it, you'll lose it? Oh god, seasonal content is looking even worse. I didn't even like pay attention to these like later fights because by the end of it I was like over. I was over this. But yeah, seasonal currency, that's bullshit. That really is sucky. Okay, trade for an item from an Outworld shop, trade for an item from an Earthrealm shop. So there's gonna be shops in invasions. Cool. I hope there's like an NPC with a shop UI. Like I hope it looks good. Yes. Talismania ultimate power, use a talisman. Okay, super cool. Yeah, like I predicted, talismans are going to be like a huge part of the new augment system. This is going to be your consumable effects that you can use in a match, and you're going to have to recharge it at the forge, blah. Reach invasions level 20. Oh. That sounds grindy. I don't think everyone's getting that. But it seems definitely doable considering it's single player. Defeat a mini-boss in invasions. Defeat a major boss in invasions. Defeat the final boss of an invasions season. Whoa. Hey. There's different levels of bosses in invasions. Invasions is the thing that I'm most excited for. So it's cool to see that there's going to be different tiers of opponents that you can face. Because, like, I don't think that we see from the Warner play from WB Games Brazil any sort of fight with a boss. Let's see. The way that the loading screen transitions, it looks like a mobile game. Why does it look like it? Okay, Taru's Princess. No, see, like, we're not seeing any sort of, like... What is this boss situation? I need to understand. Game needs to show me. I'm excited to see what are the bosses. That's really cool. Okay, equip a relic. Equip 3 different relics. Oh, they even have trophies on the relics. They're forcing players to understand the augment system by actually having trophies related to it. Could you imagine trophies relating to the augment system in MK 11? Not that it would actually work, because they ended up scrapping their original augment system. I just really hope that, like, all of this tomfoolery that they've cooked up for invasions, that it's actually usable. Like, augments in MK11 upon release was not usable to most people because it was just so opaque to understand. So I hope that this is easier to understand. I hope more people can get into it. I hope, like, because what you're seeing here from invasions from IGN, GameSpot, and official WB Brazil, these people are not embracing the different mechanics of the game, like type effectiveness, talismans, or relics. So I hope that more people get a clue. Complete a Titan battle. Oh, wow. Titan battle. God, I mean, it sounds really cool. Mini major final boss Titan battle. Wow. Use a key and it's the blood code. Oh, wow. Okay. Makes me really interested about these invasions because there's a lot of these, like, trophies related to invasions. But what seems really grindy is the fact that these are tied even to the seasonal events within invasions. Like, let's say you don't have the time to be playing invasions for a season, aka 2 months. Final boss of an invasion season. That's going to require, I would imagine, a lot of work. Same goes for complete a Titan battle. Secret fight might be easy. Survive an ambush, complete 3 daily quests. There's quests? I've always been asking for quests, but why don't they show us the quests? Are these quests or are these chores? Because Street Fighter 6 has chores. MK11 has chores as well, like those daily challenges. Is that what they mean? Or is it like talk to an NPC, get a little cutscene, complete some story motif, and get a reward? Is that what 3 daily quests are? Or is it just like do 5 matches with Jax? Is that what it is? It matters because a lot of the game design that they have within the game, it does not involve true quests. So I'm really curious to know, are these real quests? Okay, obtain a total score of 5 million in Gateway Towers. So Gateway Towers, I imagine, is like what we're seeing here on Invasions, where it sucks you into a tower, so you're going to have to, like, get scores. Wow. So there is going to be a point system for matches, which is what I was wondering. Like, how are they going to judge your seasonal progress in the game without there being a point score? So there is going to be point scores, at least for certain things. Okay, use 10 single-use items. That's going to be like your potions that we saw dropping as rewards from invasions. Like, when you get sucked into a portal, that's what it looks like. And then you get some rewards. So you're going to have to use 10 of those different one-use consumables. Here we go. Potions. Purple potions. Very cool. Yeah, I wish they would take more time and actually show us the rewards, but it's like they don't want us to know how grindy this is. Immediately, this sounds way more grindy than MK11. MK11, the worst thing was play the story mode. That was the worst. But here, not only do you have to play the story modes, but you're also going to have to experience a seasonal event to its full fruition. That's crazy. Okay, perform a taunt without being interrupted during an online match. Does not sound hard. Watch the credits. Okay, change your combat card player module. Okay, those sound really easy. But yeah, concerning to see, like, there are some, like, grindy things, like, total score of 5 million. 5 million sounds like a lot. Defeat the final boss of an invasion season. I'm not too sure on how much prerequisites are going to be needed to satisfy the appearance of a final boss, but it sounds really grindy. Grindy. Invasions is going to be grindy. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. The MK11 was grindy. We've already seen that they're having gears, skins, palettes, all of these things, components, talismans, things to collect, and it already looks grindy. I hope the grind is fun. That's all we can really hope for. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. These leaks are, like, slaying me. I don't know what to think. Basil, I'm getting the Liu Kang statues. So am I. Mix up a skill. It's mind game. Thank you, Origami. Yes, I do enjoy using my mix-ups with Jade. Forward 2, 1. Forward 2, down, back 3. This is my mix-up. Also, back 1... No. Back 2, 1, 2, 4. Or back to 1, 2, down, back 3. I like my buttons. My buttons with Jade. You just spam a single combo. If they predict it, do a throw or low kick. It's lovely to see you guys helping each other in the live stream chat. I don't mind if they bring back Combat League for a streak badge or something since it's still ranked, but hiding perks behind ranked when majority are casuals and folks who won't have time to play lame. I don't know. I can understand your point of view. I think, like, definitely there should be multiple ways to earn rewards. But I think for those who enjoy PvP, or to at least encourage people to play PvP, you need rewards there. I could understand if it's just what they're calling a combat module. Combat card module. Yes, I could understand getting, like, special combat cards if you reach a certain rank in Combat League. But yeah, they need to have something. Because right now, MK11 with no casual PvP rewards meant for me, I'm only playing with friends for fun. Like, I'm not playing for rewards. So by myself, I'm never going to play something that never rewards me. It's crazy. And I mean, like, it's a PvP game. Mortal Kombat needs a PvP mode. Play Combat League to make opponents rage quit. Oh no. KL can give streak awards and banners, KL badges. Those are rewards. This is true. I'm okay with it being limited to that, but there needs to be something, not nothing. Origami, I think figuring out what moves your character has to open your opponent is far more important than combos. Combos are overrated. I think we're talking about fighting philosophies. Do keep in mind, it's just a game. We all play the game differently. The only thing that matters is if you're having fun. I hope you're having fun. Please do leave a like if you're having fun. It really helps out with the channel. 31 of you here. Let's get 31 likes. Okay, so yeah, that was like a leak of the trophies, leak of the stories, copyright leaks. I also came to some other official information coming out about the game from NRS employees, official sources. I thought that this would also be very interesting to go over. So Dominic Cianciolo, he is the guy who's responsible for the story and voiceover work at NRS. Like, if the story of MK1 is bad, we know who to blame. It's Dominic Cianciolo. Not encouraging any bad behavior. Please be respectful in all of your online interactions. But yeah, Dominic Cianciolo, his Twitter is always filled with this political propaganda. It's so off-putting, and it makes me worried that the MK1 story is going to be just as political as Dominic Cianciolo's Twitter page. I'm very worried. But I found out who's the guy responsible for facial animations and animating the faces. Like, he's the guy who takes the face models and puts them into the game. It's Andy Senesak. So if you don't like how Jean-Claude Van Damme looks in the game, if you don't like how Tanya looks in the game, if you don't like how Megan Fox looks in the game, I know who to blame now. It's this guy. He says here on his Twitter, "It was our fanboy pleasure to give you Van Damme in the game. Finally, we had a blast doing it." He's the guy who makes the face. I mean, like, honestly, I think that the face for Jean-Claude Van Damme in the skin for MK1, it's terrible. It really is terrible. For me, I said it. It was the eyebrow bridge and the cheeks. There was a lot of inconsistency here in this area when trying to make an actual Jean-Claude. And, like, leave it to Reddit, leave it to the community to make a better version of the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. So this is the fan creation. This is the original MK1 version, and this is photo reference. I think, like, for sure the fan created it better than Mr. Andy Senesak. Like, he was a fanboy, but it seems like they used AI to create this Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. And I know some people are going to say, oh, it's supposed to be like Johnny. No, it's supposed to be like Jean-Claude Van Damme. What's the point of calling it the JCVD skin if it doesn't look like the dude? So I'm, like, so happy with this fan creation. I hope there's a mod on PC that allows you to alter the face, because the face ain't right. The face ain't right at all. But yeah, I'm loving the recreation from the fan way better. So yeah, let me know which one you like better. But we've also got some more official information here. This time coming from the Mortal Kombat 1 Twitter. They say here about the stage, the Flesh Pits. So the Flesh Pits is going to be somewhere where you can fight, which seems really cool. But if Shang Tsung is just like a fake magician, how is he supposed to be doing scientific Flesh Pits experiment? He has a Shang Tsung lab, if you remember. Like, can you stage transition from the Shang Tsung lab into... That would be so cool. Into the Flesh Pits. So it says here, hidden from prying eyes, here Shang Tsung pursues his true vocation, the merger of science and dark magic to achieve mastery over death. We saw that cutscene with Kronika. She said that he's only selling lies, that he's like fake sorcerer. How does this work? I thought the sorcerer in the game was Rain. Okay, the experiments below were never meant to be seen by the faint of heart. Active or not, they are truly an abomination to behold. And we got I'm guessing, like, this is going to be off camera for most of us when we are playing in the flesh pits, I feel. Because the flesh pits, like all of these pictures they've been providing us, it's not been the typical 2D view of when you watch an actual match. It's usually to the side or some other area of the stage that they choose to focus on. So I'm not sure if this is what the flesh pits are going to be looking like when we fight on them. That would be so cool, though. If like the stage is right here at the very bottom and this is like the background, that would be cool. But yeah, if it is like that, this looks so gory. I think that this is a much better representation of Mortal Kombat when compared against things like the Living Forest, which looks just so happy. I don't like it. There's a lot of MK1 that just looks so happy, but this is giving me all of the gore and misery that I would expect with fatality and brutality. Lots of flesh. It looks like meaty. It looks very meaty. I enjoy it. I hope that they have the experiments on all the time. But like, contrast that. Let's see if we can find it. Because they've been making tweets about all of the stages, and there was a stage that they showed off earlier. Here we go. So this is Shang Tsung's lab. Definitely doesn't give you the gore of the flesh pits. It gives you gothic, which I appreciate. It looks better compared to some of the other stages that you see in MK1. But I think it would be such a cool idea if you could beat the opponent up hard enough by using a fatal blow that you then transition to the basement, which would be the flesh pits. That would be so cool. But Lord help us, we know they're not going to do anything like that because that would take too much effort. But yeah, here we've got Mortal Kombat 1 official Twitter again. They're saying, don't expect a warm welcome from Frost. So she's offensive, she's projectile, she's control. Let's see. She had the ground freeze. She had the bubble. The freezy bubble. She also had, like, the stabby attack. I mean, where were the projectiles again? I'm confused by this. Seeing now, like, understanding, like, I played a lot with Frost. I wouldn't classify her as offensive, but okay. I mean, she's freezing. I guess you can convert that into offense, but intriguing. Control I could see, but I really hope that these cameos, this information they're providing on how the game actually works, shows up in more places than just Twitter. Like, this should be in the game as you do, like, the tutorials for cameos. You should be able to see what their different strengths and benefits are. Going back to the trophies. Wow, there is no advanced tutorial. You just have to complete the basic tutorial. I think MK11 requiring people to complete all of the tutorial stages was actually genius because it forces people to learn. I think that was great. I loved learning from the tutorials. I'm actually really excited to play the tutorials. Okay. Okay, so we've got another one here. Target acquired, firing on your command. We've got offense, projectiles, combo extension. So we saw a flamethrower. We saw rockets. What else did he have? Yeah, I'm excited for Sector. Wish he was playable. Also would have liked it more with a monochrome helmet. I like how he looks in MK11 more so. But meh. I mean, these are all subjective tastes. So yes, wow. So that's official information coming from Mortal Kombat. Really crazy. I think we have some more, but let's see what you guys are saying before we get into it. Okay. Origami. Thank God for PC mods. Tanya. Oh no. Yes. Beating players with or without combos, I can do both. LOL. Okay, Street. Very good. I expect a cold shoulder from Frost. I would ask her, do you want to build a snowman? OMG. I've never seen Frozen. I know that they have that as a song, do you want to build a snowman, but I've never seen it. These children's movies, I'm too old for them. I'ma use Motaro for sure with his shield. With Xiao would be perfect. Very cool, Street. I'm looking forward to Serena as a cameo just because of her design. She's like a little demon nymph. Naked demon nymph. I really like that. It's really cool. Okay, so as you can tell, like from today, we've been using a little bit of reference as resources, and I did come across this one tweet that I particularly agreed with. Really liked it. So it says here, people are expecting too much from the day one patch. So OP says here, so obviously since the game is coming out soon, there's been a ton of leaks, none of which I'll mention here. Well, we did talk a bunch about these leaks, but I keep seeing tons of people seeing something they don't like or something they think is missing and saying, oh, they'll probably add it in the day one patch. Either I'm slow or Mortal Kombat is different from other games, but aren't day one patches usually fix major issues and not to add a ton of content last minute? I'm not sure if people are expecting too much or what. I think definitely, like, from what we have seen with the promotion of Mortal Kombat 1, that NRS and WB are relying on their fan base to be on this hype train, keep the players / consumers in the dark about the game until very late in the promotional strategy. So I think like they really want people to buy the game based on your hopes and expectations and not actually for what it is. Because taking a look at the trophy list, like you can see the bulk and majority of trophies are related to invasions, which is going to be the new grindy feature of MK1. Oh, let's see. Yes, so you've got your relics, you've got your bosses, you've got ambushes, you've got chores, you've got towers. It's all very much. So I think rather than tell players up front, hey, if you're playing Mortal Kombat 1, you're going to be spending most of your time doing towers, doing invasions, doing this. Like, if they had told people up front about what the game actually is, then people wouldn't buy the game. And as a result, it has certain people in the community, unfortunately, delusional enough to believe that day one patches are going to fix anything. I think it's disgusting, that there would be a day one patch. Like, you've been working on this for 4 years and you need to make a day one patch? No, honey. You needed to have had this fully baked months ago. So to have a day one patch is ridiculous. Although I know for people on Switch, if you're buying it physically, you're going to have to download like a buttload of the game on day one, which sucks. But yeah, day one patches aren't going to fix things like Jean-Claude Van Damme not looking like Jean-Claude, or Natara not looking like Megan Fox. Like, there's a lot of things that are kind of worrying that are just not going to be solved. Like, yeah, even like, here we go. Like, going back to invasions, like, what they have prepared in terms of this, like, board design. things aren't going to get improved from here. This is what you're going to be faced with. This grindy system of top-down, locked camera perspective, unless you're at like a 3-way or 4-way node, but it's just meh. It's meh. It's mobile. It's, yeah, so to think like day one patches are going to fix something, nothing is going to be fixed. I hope that people are like recognizing this, realizing it. Anyways, I just thought that was interesting. Out of the vast majority of things on Reddit, that was like the one thing that I responded to. As well as this Jean-Claude Van Damme fix-up. That's pretty good. As well as this leak about the different chapters, because I thought that was very, very interesting. Now we've got just one more thing. I was told about this yesterday by dearest John Clark and Feather Guardian. They were telling me that there is an unmasked trailer on the TikTok. So I'm risking my computer's privacy, security, safety by going to TikTok. I didn't know that they have all of this available on TikTok.com. But yeah, there's an official Mortal Kombat TikTok, and it seems like there is exclusive TikTok information. But I don't use TikTok because TikTok is marketed towards a younger generation, which I do not count myself part of. So it's hard to like think about using it. I was told that the unmasked trailer shows the ninjas unmasked, as name would imply, and that they are like super sexy. We'll see. We'll see about that. So we're gonna be taking a look at this. So let's see if we can make it. Can I make it bigger? No? Okay. I hate it already. What is this music soundtrack? What are they doing? Like, it sounds like it's so Gen Z. I don't want it. And, like, if this is coming from official Mortal Kombat Twitter or TikTok, this better be a part of the official soundtrack for the game. Why? Well, who's managing the promotional strategies of this game? Like, they're trying to appeal to like people who are 21 who weren't even aware of what was going 17 years ago with Deception, Deadly Alliance, Nitara, Ashra, and trying to sell them a game with these characters. It just seems so contradictory. Like, you're marketing to young people with a bunch of characters that they've never heard about. Yes, great. Fabulous idea. God. Okay, so this is not new, by the way. Like, we've seen how these guys look like months ago. Months ago with the official gameplay trailer that we got at Gamescom. So this is not like news, surprise, and he's so young. I'm pretty sure Tanya has a bigger chin than him. Let's see. Let's take a look at Tanya. Now I'm curious. Who has the bigger chin? Tanya or Scorpion? His face is so much smaller than Tanya's. Tanya's face is so long. And look at that big chin. So, like, I feel like, you know, put some makeup on him. He would be a really pretty drag queen. And she could be a drag king. Like, they've made all of the men so cutesy femmy. And they made all of the ladies so, like, angry and masculine. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, to focus on these faces when it feels like they're not that cute. Okay. So is the song saying "You make me harder"? Like, are they trying to say we should have boners looking at these dudes? I don't. This is not giving me boner. For some reason, he looks really MK11-y here. Something about the costume seems very MK11-y. I mean, so he's like Havoc if Havoc didn't rip off his lips. The thin lip situation, it's not cute. He's very gaunt, like he needs a, like his arms are like ripped, but his face is so gaunt. Like he's been doing lots of hard drugs in his early childhood. He's had quite a life. Yeah, I don't like how Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they look alike. It doesn't make sense to me, because he's supposed to be Japanese and the other one is supposed to be Han Chinese, and it just doesn't make sense. It does not compute. Does not compute in my head. Okay, so we have Reptile. This is not new. But, like, why would Mortal Kombat official promotional strategy keep this relegated to TikTok? Put it on your Twitter. Let more people see it rather than keep it on. Are more people on TikTok? Guys, don't use TikTok on your phones. They know where you are. They know what you search for. They know your Pornhub history. Like, it's scary. So, yeah, he looks ugly here. He's way cuter in the Banished trailer. Let's see. Let's see if we can find the money shot. Yeah, like, he's so much cuter here in the Banished trailer. Hey, he's so cutesy. Look, he's smiling. But, like, the face tattoo is terrible. So, yeah, I'm not sure about this TikTok trailer. It sucks. God, what is this music? It sounds like it's for a younger set. I'm old. So it's smoke, he's floating, and then he's, like, doing... What is that? Fatality? Fatal blow? They turned a white dude Asian. Not surprising. Just big sigh. Big sigh. You know, I don't care for it. Maybe you do? It's all subjective. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever makes you harder, as the song implies. You make my heart burp? You make me harder? I don't know what the song is saying. Someone inform me. But, WB. I don't know what to say. WB is making some really questionable choices. Like this trailer that they've released on their TikTok. It does not float my boat. Seems like people are delusional about a day one patch. I'm glad that there's cameo information, but I wish the cameo information is in the game as well. Kind of sucks that we're still getting drip-fed information about cameos at this point. Just put all this stuff on the official website, right? Like, you have all of the fighters here. Why can't I see all the cameo fighters with this little detail of offense, projectiles, combos, extensions? NRS thinks this is okay. JCVD does not look like what we are getting in MK1. It looks way better from the fan creation. I can only hope that there's a mod that fixes it, but at least we know who to blame. We've seen the trophy list. We know it's going to be a real grind through invasions. You're going to have to play an individual season to full completion to defeat the final boss. If the season is 2 months long, Lord help you, you're going to be grinding. It seems like this is way more grindy of a trophy list than MK11. Nothing asked you, oh, well, play 250 towers. That was kind of grindy. Actually, yeah, that was kind of grindy. I don't know if you have to do 250 towers to get to the final boss of an invasion season. Maybe it's equivalent. We'll see. We'll have to know more when the game is actually in our hand. But yeah, this story mode, it's not making me feel super excited. I don't know what of these chapters you're most excited by, but it feels like a big slap in the face to have characters like Quan Chi, Ermac, and Shang Tsung in the story mode of the vanilla mode. The vanilla mode should not have all of these DLC fighters. This is disrespectful to the poor player who can purchase this game on Black Friday and not get the premium pass. And that's it. And that's going to be his one game for the year, right? There are people like that. I think it's just not inclusive. It's not inclusive. The only way to be inclusive is to open your wallet and also shut up and bow down for WB games, because it turns out if you are a fan of the game and you're talking about it, talking about leaks, which are basically everywhere, you might go down like Mr. Alucard. He went down. He's going down. I mean, he took so many of his videos and privated them because of the copyright strike from WB Games. Like, if WB Games don't care about the players, right? Like, if they don't care about the players because they're including DLC characters in the story, and if they are copyright striking the community that promotes their game for free, like, what does that say about WB? What does that say about NRS? These are some really, like, terrifying times, I feel. Learning more about WB and NRS and the way that they handle their businesses, it's just a little bit grimy. A little bit grimy. But yeah, I'm still excited for the game. I'm going to play that Invasions game mode, and I'm going to make tons of videos about talismans, relics, type effectiveness. I mean, like, I love figuring out, like, mechanics, puzzles, things like that. So that definitely has me excited. I just wish that, game wasn't so predominantly single player focused. I wish there was like a healthy balance represented in the trophies between PvP and PvE, because like based on this, PvE sounds really grindy. I don't know. I'm hoping it's wonderful. We'll see September 14th. But leave a like. If you're here at this part, it means that you've spent a long time with me. Like, leave a like. It really helps out. 29 of you here. Let's get 29 likes. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Street Combat, same here. Wish Sector and Cyrax are playable. Oh no, that's Origami Street. I'ma enjoy Invasions. Let's be honest. How many people played all 32 seasons of Combat League? Are you going to play all 32 seasons of Invasions? Is the question. Are you going to collect all the gear pieces? I've got over 3,905 gear pieces from Mortal Kombat 11. If it's seasonal content, there's going to be stuff that's going to be top tier that not everyone's going to receive. Same thing happens in MK Onslaught. Like, if you want the seasonal artifact, you're going to have to do lots of grinding. Not everyone's going to do the grinding. This is the grind. J4, will you do an unboxing and display vid for Collector's Edition? Yes, I will. I am quite interested to see what the Collector's Edition actually looks like. Because, just from, like, the offset, like, it looks so... Is there a picture? Can we get a picture? It just looks like a hunk of gray plastic. Like, this is not beauty. Like, I'm buying this to get this skin. I didn't have Gold Demon Scorpion, and that bothered me. So because of that, I paid for this collector's edition to get the limited edition Liu Kang in-game color variant. color variant. It better be a different costume, not just a palette. Oh my god, is this just a palette swap? Or is it like an actual different costume? Because Gold Demon Scorpion is just a palette swap. It's a palette swap. I paid $370 for a palette swap. Damn it, because this thing is ugly. Can we just address this? 16.5 and a half inches, right? 16 and a half inches is big. Where are you putting that? I have no idea where I can fit 16.5 inches. If you can fit 16.5 inches safely without lube, gold medal to you. But I can't. It's too big. And it's just gray. Gray, spiky plastic. Imagine killing someone with this. This could fall on someone's head and, like, poke out an eye or something. Oh, my God. Okay. Ninja and masked is how I look unmasked. LOL. What you trying to say about her chin? I'm trying to say her chin's ugly. I'm trying to say she looks manly. There is a definite, like, political agenda. Like, as I told you here, look, Dominic Cianciolo, he is the story director for NetherRealm. He has a lot of political ideologies. Namely, he's very leftist. There's a lot of leftist politics, even going into the character design of Mortal Kombat 1. Like, trying to make this girl way more masculine than she is in real life. Like, the actual face model for Tanya, she's beautiful, but Tanya look ugly. She has such strong angular features on her jaw that would look better on Scorpion. Like, he has a very softer jaw. Take this jawline, put it on Tanya, take Tanya's, put it on Scorpion's, probably would have looked better. I'm sorry. There's a lot of problems with how the faces look in this game, and if you don't believe it, may I present to you JCVD that does not look like him? You know, even in MK11 there was this problem. Like, young Terminator didn't look like young Arnold. Bridget Wilson didn't look like classic Sonya, or classic Sonya didn't look like movie Sonya didn't look like Bridget Wilson when she was young. There's a lot of, like, strange things that they do with the face modeling. So I know who to blame. Dominic Cianciolo, as well as Andy Sinizak, facial animator. Okay, say what, Dave? Whoa, TikTok, what is that music? Yeah, I don't like that music. J4, they don't even mention that the statue glows in the dark. You know, you're gonna have to leave it out in the sunlight for it to charge up, I would imagine, in order for it to glow in the dark. I do know that it glows in the dark because that's what it said on their stupid Twitter. I do remember taking a look at that. But who cares? This is not enough. Glow in the dark is for children. That's who enjoys glow in the dark toys. I am not a child. I want something beautiful, majestic. Perhaps the most beautiful, majestic thing is the steel bookcase, which looks really pretty. But, like, this is, he just looks like blocky plastic. I paid for it. I can't wait to see what it looks like, but okay. I think Tanya will be the best character for trolling. Oh no. Troll memes with Tanya. Jonah. Yesterday was my last day at my job. Before I left in the morning, I found a cicada in my driveway. Aw, Jonah. I'm sorry. Street. I already had a Switch before I chose to buy my PS5. I had my PS5 before I bought a Switch. I had my PS5 since the first week it came out. I bought it on the day of the release, and then I got it like a couple days later from Walmart. Yes. Not getting it from Switch the way they massacred MK11. I think it's worthwhile to get it on the Switch just to laugh at it. I'm so excited to get it on the Switch during like a Black Friday sale because I just want to see how it looks on the Switch. It's important. I think it's very important to have those experiences for yourself. So I spoiled myself a bit, but not going to do that for you and for myself. But I know who the last cameo fight character is. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, I don't like all the spoils and leaks, so thank you for respecting that. We did take a look at some of these things, some of these leaks, but I think like this is still very much so not a full leak, right? Just a trophy list. Just the chapter breakdown for the story mode. It's not the actual story, so it's not like full-on leak, but yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed all of this. Please don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out with the channel, getting the news out there about all of these various MK1 related things. And we will be playing the game together Thursday, September 14th. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure that you have that notification bell turned on. If you really love what we do here at the channel, please consider supporting and joining the Jaded Bunny family. You get access to all of my secret vids, my number one strats, infinite time crystal glitch, secret group chat, family only PvP. Yes, if you want to brutalize me, please do join the fam. Much love to our newest brother in the fam, Rehan Munchinpuss. Love you, Munchin Puss. Also, much love to Matthew Wellman, Anthony G, Kari Lessie, Angel, James Shea, Kalila Crenshaw, John Feltner, Charlie Ravens, John Lee, John Clark, Danny Slaw, Energizer, J4, Among Us Gamer, GCXBU Gaming, Styles, Cara D, Kokoma Joe, AG Miller, Coffee Gamer, Lucy Little Thunder, Boots Alexander, Jonah, Eric, Blood Ferox, Glowy, Chaka Corn, Airy, Michael K, Dark Side, Trokar. Oops. Oops. Trokar, Mark Danny, O Gamer, Michael G, Swishbish, Ilkid, Snoopy Blind, FGC, Albus Christus Mortis, Yuri Erdem, Calum, JJ, Dr. Eggman, Alina, Acenonics 85, Alan, Cider M, Ragnar, Rian Chaos, and Queen Melina. Thank you. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. It means the world that we are a family. All right, let's make sure I'm not missing any of your things. Oh, street combat. That's good to know. Well, see, okay. Lovely to see you too, Jonah. J4. It'll look like a beacon after at night, at least. Maybe. Honestly, like it's pointy. It's blocky, doesn't sound like it's fun to dust. Those blocky things, like you can't easily pass the Swiffer over it because it's always catching. I mean, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I would have preferred a bust. I would have liked a bust way more. I think busts are, like, collectible. Like, they have busts of famous people, historical people, on display in museums. So a bust is better, not a glowing piece of plastic. Some radioactive waste. I'm not sure. Okay. Anyways, so yes, thank you, my friends, for joining along. I am praying that all of you are having this wonderful time before the MK1 release. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.